So let's talk kettlebell swings. This is going to be an explosive hinge movement. So we're looking to develop power in the lower half when we're programming this exercise, really focused on the glutes. So if you don't have a very proficient hinge, this probably isn't the best starting point, but if you feel pretty confident with your hinge, you want to develop a little bit of lower body power, here's a great option. So when we're setting up, you're going to have the kettlebell a little bit out in front of you, feet just about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit wider. I want you to really anchor into the floor. Anchoring your feet is incredibly important for this exercise. Now we're not rocking back and forth. So kettlebell's a little bit out in front of you. Reach the hips back to the wall. Grab the bell. You're going to hike it like a football and pop it forward. Catch it, pop. Catch it, pop. Okay? It should be a relatively explosive movement. We're looking to develop power, so you're looking to catch it and pop it forward. I'll show you from the side. So kettlebell's a little bit out in front. Anchor the feet. Notice as I go down, my midsection, my trunk, is staying very solid. We're not rounding, we're not arching. We're reaching back with the hips, grabbing the kettlebell, catch it, pop it forward. Okay? Catch, pop. Like I said, it should be relatively aggressive. So one of the biggest things I see an issue with on this kettlebell swing is the arms going a little bit too high. It becomes very loopy. So if you find, as you're coming, your hands are getting above parallel, the kettlebell could be a little bit too light, or we could be focusing on going up and down too much rather than forward and back through the hips. Another troubleshooting thing that I see a lot of is people turn it into a squat. So it looks a little bit more like this, where they're actually pushing their knees forward rather than the hips back. If you find that you're doing that, you probably just need a little bit lighter weight, or you need to spend a little bit more time working on that posterior hip shift or sitting back with those hips. So to get started on the kettlebell swing, you're going to set it up out in front of you. If you're having trouble putting it all together, I like to break it down for people into some easier steps. So number one is just focusing on the hike. So get set, breathe and let that tension go. Reach the hips back, reach for the kettlebell, and all you're going to do is hike it. Notice I'm not coming up, I'm not popping up, I'm staying strong. The kettlebell's coming back and forth. That's it. Okay? Next step is going to be with the kettlebell out in front. We're just going to do one rep. Catch it, set it back down. Hike, pop, catch, back down. So again, just breaking it down into a little bit of a more manageable amount, given where people are at. So then putting it together, the full thing, plant, hinge, hike, pop it forward, catch it, pop, catch it, pop. Make sure to breathe, stay anchored through the feet, and give it a try.